Hey guys, I'm Dina. This is Creative Minds Homeschool, and today I want to share with you all about teaching textbooks and why we are loving using it this year with my 4th grader. I also have a giveaway for y'all today from Teaching Textbooks. They are offering 1-year subscription to their online program, any level of your choice, to the winner. So if you want to participate in that giveaway, check out the link in the description box to the Rafflecopter giveaway. And also, if you would like to try Teaching Textbooks, they offer a free trial to anyone who wants to use it. You don't have to put in credit card information or anything like that. It is, you sign up and you can just get to using it right away. It's 15 lessons. I'm big on try before you buy, huge into that. I like to know it's gonna work before we invest money in it. And this is a perfect opportunity to do that. If you've been kind of considering this program, I encourage you to check them out. So now I'm gonna tell you kind of why it's working for us and how math has changed for us since we've been using Teaching Textbooks. In the past, we have used a workbook-based approach with my 4th grader. And by the end of 3rd grade, pretty much all 3rd grade, I was thinking, should we be switching programs? This is not working. I knew it wasn't working. We were struggling day in and day out all year long. As I got to the end of that year and I looked ahead to the next year, I knew this is not going to work anymore. I couldn't handle any more struggles with him. So I convinced him, look, let's give Teaching Textbooks a try. And from the first lesson, when we got it going, it was like, wow, this is so much better. And I'm like, yes, I know. And as we're now up to lesson, I think we just finished about lesson 47, 48, somewhere in there. After watching him use it for months, it's the difference of when he finishes copy work time and he's on to math time, I don't even have to tell him, hey, you need to do your math. Hey, whatever. He tells me if the computer isn't already up and running. He's like, Mama, I need to log in so I can do my math. He's excited to get going. And that has been consistent every day. So different than it's ever been before. Does he struggle sometimes once he gets into it to keep going? Sometimes. Now he competes with 3 little girlies that are in the background, kind of making all the things fun. So with that, sometimes it breaks up his concentration, and I have to remind him, hey, stay focused. But he is very engaged with the program in general. I'll just say, any struggles we've had this year are minimal compared to the hours of struggle we had all year last year. And the more he uses the program, he loves the little buddies on there. They crack him up. He is constantly, he's always telling me, Mama, it said this or whatever, it did this. You know, he gets excited that it's almost like an interactive thing. Like he loves to see what's gonna happen with his little buddies on there. He likes that he can change the background and just make it look different sometimes. He and I both love, it has a grade book that once he's done, it's instantaneously grades his work. He loves that. I love it because I don't have to grade his work. He loves it because it is immediate feedback for him, and he likes having a number score. So I think that's awesome. I mean, like before, I didn't score his math unless it was a test. So this is a daily keeping up with where he's at. It's just been really great for him. Also, when I talked to Teaching Textbooks when I was getting ready to make this video, she let me know about a feature on there that I didn't know about. She told me that you can go in from your parent login, and actually if there is something that your child has gotten wrong, I don't know, repeatedly, you can go in and delete their answers and they can rework those problems. And it's kind of a win-win for us because if I figure out there's something he's struggling with that needs a little bit of extra practice, I can delete that answer and let him practice. But also once he gets it right, it makes his score go up. And he's all about keeping track of his scores on there. So he's excited that he gets another chance. And I do it so that he doesn't remember what the answer was, and I can sit down with him and see him work the problem. It's just a good extra practice for him when we need it. That doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's kind of, he's excited to get a chance to try again. I'm excited to get to sit down with him and really make sure he understands. So win-win. So those are just a few things we are loving about it. Really, the grading, the fact that it grades it is awesome. He loves, like they have quizzes. They aren't called tests, they're called quizzes. But he loves quiz day because it doesn't have a lesson. So he just has just the problems to do. And usually those are his best days just because it's kind of short and sweet for him and he likes that. We do use the ebook. You have different options. You can buy the big, huge hard copy book if you want. Or they have ebooks that you can print off. And basically you can print it lesson by lesson. You can print it a group of lessons at a time, which is, I do several groups of lessons at a time. That's what I do. I think it's about 30 lessons or so that I print out. And then, yeah, I just make little booklets instead of him having to handle that big old book. Or you can print out the whole book for them at one time too. So I've just chosen to do it this way. I like him to have a physical copy. I go through and I like put little stars. I want you to show your work on this, you know. I want you to label your answers here. I go through and I make sure he's getting that good handwriting practice, number writing practice. I like to have that, so I've enjoyed that. So also, you can use this on PC, you can use it on iPad with the Puffin browser. We've done both. We prefer it on the PC. And he's used the little compact computer that we use in the schoolroom, or he uses my big computer downstairs. He's pretty flexible on either one of those. He is not, my kids aren't tech savvy as far as iPads and all that. We don't do that much at all with them. So tech savvy kid could do it on anything because you know how kids are. I love the workload. To me, it is just right. Where last year and in years past, I would have to X out a bunch of problems on his workbook because it was just too much of the same thing. And he's a kind of once and done kind of kid. So I love that his math, like it'll have a review of like subtraction and addition and different things that he's learned over years past. So it's still spiral math, which I love, but it cut down so much of the volume. It is just enough. And I'm telling you, that is what we needed. And I'm so happy about that because I'm not having to go try to cut it down. It works out to be about total 30 problems, usually about 22 to 24 actual problems, and then they have like a set of like practice things to do before that, like about maybe 5 problems. So I don't know, around estimating about 30 total. He does math usually in about 30 to 45 minutes every day. Where previous years, math could take 2 hours, literally. We would have to space it out and it just would drag and drag and drag. And I could not, even cutting down his work, it took forever. This, even if he has those rare days now where if he does have a drag day, math might take an hour. Usually it's about 30 to 45 minutes for us, which is just where I need it to be. So I just wanted to let you know that is working for us, and if you are struggling in math, I encourage you to give it a try. I'm going to put in some clips of Everett using the program, and you'll hear in there I'm asking him how he likes it, and he takes it upon himself to compare it to the old math he used and gives you a rating scale of the two. I thought it was funny. And his pet lizard that he found in the garden outside is like sitting in on math on one of those lessons too. It's pretty, that is typical of how we roll over here.
82 minus 6,100. Yes. You need to write 3 over 100 as a decimal.
All math.
Yay. All right, what's your score? Let's see.
These are 86.
86. What happened today?
I got a couple problems wrong, but...
All right, let's go back and look at them. Everett has his lizard hanging out.
Don't worry, Dome. I'll let you get out in just a second, okay? Okay, I just need a couple more minutes. Okay, little guy.
Everett, what do you like about teaching textbooks?
Is that it's fun, it's colorful, and it's not boring.
Why is this bookwork not so boring?
Because you have a little buddy here, and it's all bright and colorful, and whenever you get like 2 problems right in a row, you know, he does something.
Okay,
And
awesome.
it's pretty fun because he goes to sleep.
Awesome.
And Dalton likes it.
Your lizard likes it.
Mm-hmm.
How does this compare to the math you did before this? What's the difference?
On 10 to 1?
Sure.
Probably 10 to 3. This is 10, the other one's 3.
Okay. We are taking school mobile today so Mama can work on housework. Yep. And
Lesson 47. Dollars, cents,
you
and
just
decimals.
take math with us, right?
Last lesson we talked about the correct way.
Okay guys, that is how we are liking teaching textbooks. So far we are loving it. I'm so glad we switched, and I'm really considering switching my girls sooner than I did him. I will probably switch them at the end of 2nd grade instead of waiting till the end of 3rd grade, because I can just tell it's going to be better for us. I can just tell. So if you want to give them a try, make sure you check out their free trial. Please sign up for the giveaway if you want a chance to win a year full subscription. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, and if you like it, give it some love. Bye.